I have a question. I would like to plant a shade tree in my yard, but I do not want to plant an ash. What would you recommend?
So if you're looking for a tree to plant in your yard, but you don't want to plant an ash tree because we've all heard about emerald ash borer and how it's killing ash trees all over Minnesota. You don't want to plant an ash, but you want a nice big shade tree that's going to cut your electric bills in your house by 25%. It's going to be a nice place to hang out for barbecues in your backyard. You're looking for something that has a nice wide canopy with a lot of dense leaves to provide dense shade over your lawn, right? All right, so what you want is some sort of deciduous tree. And I'm going to recommend trees that are going to be drought resistant. You want something that's not going to be susceptible to a lot of disease so that you can just plant it, water it for a couple years, and then see how it does. One that I'm going to recommend is think about a hickory. Yes, it has nuts, but guess what? If you have squirrels and deer around, they're going to probably take care of those, and there's probably not going to be too many left over that you have to pick up as long as you have a little bit of wildlife nearby. This tree that I'm standing in front of is actually a shagbark hickory. I love shagbark hickories. One reason is, look at the bark, how fun. So shagbark hickories are gonna be a nice tall canopy, about 60 feet to 100 feet tall and 40 to 50 feet wide. So think about planting this in a place in your yard where you want a lot of shade, maybe on the southwest corner of your house, so it takes care of that afternoon heat. So another one that I really like is the basswood. The DNR predicts that the basswood is going to be another one that's a climate resilient tree. It can deal with some drought, it can deal with some flooding. It has a really wide, dense canopy. So if you sit under that, you're going to be able to be about, 10, 20 degrees cooler than it is outside on a really, really hot day. So think about that basswood. Japanese beetles like them, but once your tree gets nice and big, those Japanese beetles aren't going to be able to make enough of a difference to kill your tree at all. So a third one that I really like, and I just planted it in my own yard at home, is a hackberry. I planted this in a place in my yard that has a lot of sandy soil because hackberries are very resilient in drought conditions. They don't mind being in poor soil. Hackberries are also going to have a dense shade, but maybe like a medium density shade, so you might even be able to grow some plants underneath it too. So those are 3 trees that I would recommend replacing your ash trees with.
Ask the Arboretum Experts has been brought to you by the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum in Chaska, dedicated to welcoming, informing, and inspiring all through outstanding displays, protected natural areas, horticultural research, and education.